Hey, it's me, Renee. I'm back. And as you can see from the get up, it's another book review, or to be frank, a book gush. So, I was sitting the other day in my living room thinking of what I'm going to read. I wanted to read something from Netgalley because I have a lot of them on the that I should get to. And then I read a bit in a book that I had started a few days ago, and I was just kind of feeling this overwhelmingly sense of boredom. So they decided, you know what, I'm going to do nephew. I started another book, which wasn't awful, but I decided, you know what, not now. And then I tried a third book, but also not now. But then, this marvel of a book, this perfection of a book, uh, turned up in my turned up in Netgalley. It kind of found itself towards my reading eyes. The book, An American Desi in Queen Victoria's Court by Suleena Bibra. This is one of those books. One of what books you're talking about? It's one of the books that, honestly, in my opinion, has zero faults. Zero. There's not one thing I want to change about it. Not a single small thing. Even the fact that it's single point of view, even though it's a romance book, and I feel like a lot of romance books nowadays have dual point of view, even though the fact that it is a single point of view, I don't mind it. I like it. It's utter perfection as it is. It doesn't need to be better in this or this or this aspect. It doesn't need to do better with the setting or whatever. It is so perfect as it is. Okay, so yeah, a bit of gushing now. Now, bit two of the story. So the story, it's about Mira. She's in England for a conference. She's a historian who focuses on Indians who lived in England in history. I feel like mainly like Queen Victoria's time. And she's at this conference in England trying to find sources and whatnot. And then she's at the end of the conference. It's a conference party. And one of the people at the conference says, like, well, there weren't any Indian people in England at that time. Of course, Mira is like so annoyed, and she says no, but just no, she says yes, there were, but soon after that, the woman who's talking to her leaves because she finds something else to do at the party, which just annoying when you're talking about to someone and then you just leave. So that's also but yeah, to be said frankly, Mira's not having a good time. People are ignoring her at the conference. People aren't really respecting her field, even within like the historian field. They're all saying like, "Well, that's not an important thing to research about. It's just nonsense, whatever." But she decides to go. She walks over, takes some more champagne, needs some air. She goes outside, and I suppose we don't know how much champagne she has had or whatnot, but she ends up falling downstairs. What happens when she wakes up? Yes, she wakes up in 1895. Yep. I mean, this story has a time travel with the means of falling downstairs. It's just so absurd and funny. It's not like absurd bad. It's just like, what? What a different way to do time travel. I feel like time travel often you either have magical stones like in Outland, or you have magical blood like in Ruby Red, or you have time machine like in a lot of things, like in Timeline for Michael Crichton. But having a time travel happen when you fall downstairs, yeah, it's so different. But it's not like too different. I mean, it's a time travel story, so you kind of know it will happen somehow. I mean, it's there in the title and whatnot. But I just love how it happens. It's so funny. And also happens to be that the place that the conference is, because she ends up back in time but the same place. It's not a different place when she wakes up after fall. She's still at the house. But what happens? Oh yeah, the house is one of Queen Victoria's houses, and she's celebrating her birthday. So yeah, suddenly she's enrolled in Queen Victoria's court. Queen Victoria becomes her friend or acquaintance. She finds she ends up fake dating a lord because, of course, they're fake dating her. This book has a lot of humor in it. It has a slow burn, so if you're into that, it's a slow burn romance. There's sexiness, but it's slow burn. It has well, it has some villains, not a lot, but there's some villains in there. But they're also entertaining and they're not like mustache twirling villains. They're like good villains, I would say, in a way. And yeah, this book, as I said, I started it yesterday. I read it in like no, so I read it like in 3 sittings. I started yesterday morning, and then after a while I had to go to exercise because I do that on Tuesdays, and then I had to clean because I had a friend coming over. But after when my friend went away, I picked up a book again and read and read and read. So the hour was like 1 in the morning. I was thinking, I want to read more, but also sleep. I want to read more, but also sleep. I think I ended up going to sleep at around like 2:30 in the morning. And then when I woke up today, what did I do? Yes, I kept on reading. The whole time while reading, the whole, more or less the whole time, I was just sitting there with this huge smile on my face because the book is just so amazing. It's, as I said, it's pure perfectness. It's just, it's so good. Like, there's not one single sentence I would change about it. It's just a delight to read. I read a lot of books in a year, in a life. I've read a lot of books. Last year I read 200 books. It's February as of right now, but I would still say this book, An American Desi and Queen Victoria's Court, is one of my new all-time favorite books and one of my new favorite books of the year. It is amazing, absolutely amazing. It's so good. Also, I'm not gonna spoil you. Well, I suppose I'm gonna say this: it's a romance book, so they do end up together, even though it's a time travel romance. But I would say, honestly, at the end, I was like thinking, "Oh my God, is this false marketing? Do they not end up together?" I was genuinely worried about that they weren't going to end up together, the couple. The stakes were so high. I was just so at the end there, at the penultimate chapter, not the last chapter, but the next last chapter. Well, yeah, the next last. Well, sorry, actually, the last chapter. I started crying of happiness because things worked out. But yeah, I started happiness tears. But also that chapter is so good. And there's also an epilogue, so epilogue is also amazing. Yeah, it's so good. If you like authors of color, if you like romance, if you like time travel, or if you want to try time travel, try this book. It's amazing. And also, if you want to laugh, like if you want a book that will make you laugh as much as it will make you swoon from the romance, pick up this book. It's so funny, so fun, such a fun book. And yeah, also I feel like it might be the first in a series because on Netgalley said like a Magic in Museums series. I mean, sometimes Goodreads and whatnot puts series names on things that aren't series. But I had a hunch that I suppose this could be a series. It didn't say at the end, like, see you in the next book two. It didn't say that. But I feel like it could happen. So that would be quite fun if it does. Also, Suleena, Suleena Bibra, the author, has 3 books on her backlist. Who's gonna read those books soon as I can? Me. I am. I'm gonna devour those books. Yes, I love this book so much. It's amazing, as I said. So yeah, you need to check it out. And yeah, thank you, Netgalley. Thank you, Suleena Bibra, for writing this amazingly masterpiece of a read.